more and more comScore is getting involved in measuring live streaming as a different category. They've slowly said in the last year, it grew by 600% as a category. And more importantly, if you look at comScore, all of the live streaming player, you'll see that average viewing time are the same as long form, such as Hulu. So, depends on what kind of content. We've seen content like premium movie premiere going to 25-minute average viewing time, like counting the people that are just bouncing off. And across our network, our average is about 16 minutes. So if you look at comScore average viewing time, this is with Hulu and other movie-style properties, and nothing like YouTube, which is still at 3 or 4 minutes. So brands are realizing that live streaming content, because it's interactive, because it's social, is basically a lot more engaged, and obviously everybody wants that. So it's not only engaged in the viewing time, but also if you ask somebody to like a brand in order to watch, or register to watch it, or give their email address. We've seen, that users, the conversion is so much greater than if you offered, a video clip, an exclusive video clip. So brands, and agencies are slowly really, coming out of the woodwork wanting to use live streaming. And, they realize that they don't want to do a custom solution, and they want to be also reaching a community. So they come to us instead of building it all themselves, us and our competition. So firstly, we don't consider ourselves an VP. We have a premium product. But if you look at our customers, the event owners, they're not only looking from us for features and a platform, they're also looking for eyeballs. And what they get on broadcasting on live stream versus getting an Akamai deal and building their own player and so on, other than the price difference, it's a lot cheaper, even our premium version, what they get is eyeballs. And they can't get eyeballs from Brightcove, they can't get it from Ulaya, they have to do all that marketing themselves. So I think if you look at the medium to small to medium business that use us, I'm not talking about the user gen, kids in the bedroom stuff. These guys, they will value eyeballs even more than features, and they don't, consider Brightcove as an alternative or Ulaya as an alternative because there's no eyeballs or promotion being provided. So our space is different. Our main competitor is actually Ustream. We have Justin TV in the space, but they really have focused away from providing services to brands and premium content owners. They have a different strategy, so we don't really look at them as competitors anymore. They've also have copyright issues, so does as Ustream. And YouTube is our biggest threat in terms of as they develop it. They're not in the market today. If you're an event owner that wants to use live stream, there's no equivalent option on YouTube. They've done just some premium crafted event. And they're kind of competing on the top end, multi-million-dollar deal with a sponsor, but the market is much broader than that. But we have a live streaming panel later, and they clearly are our most credible, threat to our opportunity. And then Ustream and us are really the market. And the goal is really to build, through aggregating all of these events, of ranging in quality, but again, it's not user gen, it's some semi-professional or a prosumer type of content, plus the premium stuff like the red carpets and the concerts and so on. We believe that we have the opportunity to go from 22 million unique to a few hundred million unique globally. And if you take us forward, really we are like an online cable operator. We don't have the sport, we don't have the premium content, but we are really a destination. And small or medium content owners come to us to reach our eyeballs, not for technology, basically. The cable operators will all do TV everywhere or will die, but I think they have the content, so they'll succeed at making sure if you have Time Warner, you can watch it on your mobile, on your web with your subscription. And I think players like us will grow from the other end, right? We're not buying big sports rights or doing, paying subscription fee to ESPN, but we are aggregating this audience in the same way that YouTube did. And I think you'll find live stream and its competitor become, much bigger player. And maybe one day it will kind of start to clash, but it won't happen until us or our competitor are reaching hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue and can really and have cracked a business model that is better than cable and can start bidding and outbidding cable on rights. And I don't see that happening for at least 10 years if it ever happens. I hope it will happen. Yep. But there's some serious challenge in breaking the cable model, which ultimately, even in sport, they subsidize the sport using the movie and the other channel subscriptions. So it's a very hard market to break in. So we'll stay away from the premium stuff, but we have a huge opportunity to build a multi-100 million viewer destination in everything else that is not on cable.